Hello, this is Paul Chek, and I'm here to answer Kyle's question about how to overcome severe anxiety attacks. Kyle, anxiety attacks come particularly because the sympathetic nervous system, the fight-or-flight nervous system, is overstimulated, overwound. So, some of the chronic things you can look at. Chronic means long-term. Are you getting enough water? Make sure you're drinking half your body weight in ounces of water a day. It should be quality drinking water. If you don't drink it out of the tap, make sure you're getting at least a high-quality filtered water. I recommend Evian or Vitel. Those are some of my favorite waters if you want some examples of what a good water is. Fiji is a pretty good water as well. So half your body weight in ounces a day. That's number one. Number two, if you're taking any medical drugs whatsoever, look the side effects of those drugs up. A lot of them cause anxiety. Another thing you need to look at, if you're taking more than one medical drug, look at the combination effects. If you go on the internet to a website like drugcheck.com, there's a number of sites on the internet that will let you cross-check drug effects. Many of the drugs combine with each other. The other thing you got to be very careful of is making sure you're getting enough sleep. As I show in my book, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy, your restorative cycle, your physical restorative cycle begins at 10 o'clock at night and goes till 2 a.m., and then your neurogenic repair and your hormonal repair goes from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. So if you're missing sleep in any one of those cycles, it can add stress to the body, which can trigger a sympathetic overload. Next, you've got to clean the diet as thoroughly as possible with food additives, preservatives, and colorings. One of the big culprits that I see is diet soda pops or anything with artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners very, very much disrupt the nervous system. I've had many cases of people with all sorts of weird neurological disorders and anxiety attacks due to artificial sweeteners. So clean the diet out. Follow the principles in my book, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy. Eat whole food, organic food, and follow the directions in there for metabolic typing. Next, check your breathing. If you're breathing shallow and you're breathing through your mouth all the time, that can overexcite the sympathetic nervous system. The next time you have an anxiety attack, a little tip for you, get yourself a Swiss ball. Lay over the Swiss ball on your back, open your arms up, and stretch your chest. Let your back, your sacrum, the lower end of your spine, and your head rest over the Swiss ball, and just relax there. Close your eyes and breathe in through the nose. And just allow yourself to feel the hairs of your nose being moved by the air as you breathe. The hairs in the nose and the nasal passages are connected to and there's a high density of parasympathetic nerve endings in the nose. So when the hairs get tickled by the air moving, and when the air passes through what's called the turbinates, it excites the parasympathetic nervous system, which counterbalances the sympathetic nervous system, which can quickly overcome an anxiety attack. The other thing is make sure you have enough high-quality trace minerals and minerals in your diet. I would recommend Celtic sea salt or a good high-quality unprocessed sea salt, and use that on your food. If you are using a water filtration system, such as a reverse osmosis system, many of those systems remove too much of the minerals from the water. So I would take a pinch of sea salt and add it to each liter of water that you drink. As long as you don't taste the salt, you're doing good. Put as much as you can to get mouthfeel. It'll thicken the water up. It'll give it a little body, and that helps stabilize the body. One of the ways that you will know that you're drinking water that's what I call naked, it doesn't have enough minerals in it, is because you'll have to pee very frequently, unless, of course, you're dehydrated. Then it won't matter what you drink. Your body won't release it. So those are a few simple tips for overcoming anxiety. One other tip is when you get an anxiety attack, pay close attention to the thoughts and the emotions that are connected to it. Is it attached to fear of something? Fear of being on stage, fear of meeting with someone, fear of job performance, fear of sexual performance. You've got to really, really pay attention to what the mental-emotional relationship to the anxiety is. If you do not find a mental-emotional relationship to your anxiety, it's probably physiologically induced. Another thing is you can get negative reactions from foods and drugs. You can get negative reactions from herbs and drugs. You can get negative reactions from certain spices and drugs as well. You can also get negative reactions from food combinations in the body. For example, if you're eating smoked foods, there are chemicals in there that cause some people to have anxiety attacks. It does not work well with their biochemistry. If you need to, if you try everything I've just mentioned and it's not working, you can try the rotation diet in my 4-day rotation diet in my book, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy. I hope those tips help. If they don't, send me another email through the YouTube to one of my sites, and I will do my best to see if I can use the information you give me to help you a little more. Good luck.